Hey everyone, back again with another review for today. Today we are going to be taking a look at the Jurassic World Dino Escape Slash and Battle Scorpios Rex. Now this is definitely a dinosaur or hybrid that I've been waiting to get for a while now, and it's finally been out, and I was able to finally find it. This is like there's been 2 Scorpios Rex released so far. This is either the first one or the second one, depending on which one was officially released first. But this is the main Scorpios Rex figure. Not gonna go over the packaging just because we've already seen what the Dino Escape packaging looks like. But anyways, this is the new Slash and Battle Scorpios Rex. I absolutely love this figure. I'm surprised to see how massive it is compared to the other one. So briefly, just looking at the detail on it, there's a lot of good detail. Maybe not like a lot like the other figures, because I think this is just mainly like a more stylized figure because it's from a cartoon show. But yeah, you can see the amount of details that it has on here, from all these little bumps and the scales on it. So yeah, it's a really amazing figure, I would say. I guess we can go over articulation real quick. This figure does not have a lot of articulation at all. The head can move up and down, and it can move side to side, which is cool. And even though you move the head in a different position, the button for the mechanism still works. And also, I believe the legs can also rotate too. They don't rotate all the way around. I guess you could, but they get in the way of the legs. So the legs can independently move, and they can pivot in and out. And Scorpios really has long legs too. So this is definitely a unique looking hybrid, and it's really nice to see another hybrid introduced into the Jurassic franchise, especially in toy form. So that's it for articulation. Everything else is based on its action features, which I'll go off of those real quick. There are 2 buttons on the back. There's one button in the front that controls the mouth and the roars. Yeah, so it has multiple roars, and I like too the teeth. They're made in a separate rubbery plastic, so the paint won't scuff off of them, which is absolutely a plus for me. I always don't like when paint always scuffs on some of my figures. So the teeth on here look really good and really menacing looking. Scorpios Rex does have a really unique looking face in the show. And then the other button on the back controls the arms. Makes like a scratching or a digging like movement to it. So that's pretty cool. And then the last mechanism is actually in the tail, where if I can get this into the right position, it's a spring-loaded, so it's a spring-load mechanism, so if you push it back, then it like launches back forward. So it's like it's given like a tail swipe with its poisonous quills it has right here, as like we've seen in the show. These quills get everywhere, like on trees and on dead dinosaurs. So yeah, this thing is definitely a killing machine. But that's basically it for all the articulation and mechanism it has. I really love the colors, love the detail, love the size. It makes a great hybrid, and I'm actually glad that I got the one with the slit in its eyes, like the raptor-like eyes on it. Because I've seen pictures of ones that just have the normal circular pupil in it. So I'm glad I got the actual velociraptor-like eye. Makes this even better. Now I know there are some things that are on the actual Camp Cretaceous Scorpios Rex that don't appear on this toy. For example, this Scorpios Rex does not have any quills on top of its head like it did in the show. It's missing a thumb. This toy does not have a thumb. And also the dew claw is supposed to be touching the ground, not on the side of the foot, as you can see there. So yeah, there's some things missing. I'm probably assuming that this toy design is based off of some Camp Cretaceous concept art, which I feel like that's where a lot of their figures are based off of. But it still holds the job well. Still looks like a Scorpios Rex in my opinion. So that was just a kind of quick review, because mainly I just wanted to compare all of the other Jurassic Park hybrids I have. So yeah, so we have the normal Scorpios Rex right here, and then we have the second Scorpios Rex, which, as you know, there were two in the show. This one I think is supposed to be the second one that shows up, and it's also the smaller one. I think this one's just the main adult one. This one's still in development of growing, and mine doesn't stand very well. Its legs are kind of loose, so I have to kind of like mess around with it. There you go. I'll just keep it like that. But they're two different colors too. This one's like a greenish color with like a black fade on the back, and this one's more like a bluish black with the same kind of black fade on the back as well. But yeah, they look really cool together. It's always nice to have two of one hybrid, especially if it's like something you've seen in the show. Like, I'm not gonna buy two Indoraptors or two Indominus Rexes, but I will buy two Scorpios Rexes because, well, there was two in the show. The other one I will compare is the Indoraptor, which we've all seen that there are two Scorpios Rexes in the show, so I'm going to remove this guy and just focus on just one hybrid. Here it is next to the Indoraptor, which is the smallest out of the hybrids. So that's pretty cool. They definitely look a lot different. I always thought maybe they'd be similar in terms of color, but they actually look a lot different in person. And obviously the last hybrid that I own is the Indominus Rex. As you can see in the back. I'll just try to move these guys around so they all kind of fit together. There we go, look at that. That is an awesome display right there. All three hybrids canon to the Jurassic Park franchise. Now this is exactly what I call the real Jurassic Park chaos effect. The real chaos effect storyline, where we're using actual movie hybrids that appeared in the movies. This is just so cool. I think this is just, in my opinion, maybe a little bit better than just normal made-up hybrids like in video games or for toy use. You know, these are actual hybrids that appeared in the movies. You got the biggest one that causes most of the destruction. Then you got the smallest one that can go into smaller spaces, which is more terrifying. And then you have the one in the middle that's just another random hybrid that just can cause more chaos. So I think that's awesome. The real Jurassic Park chaos effect. But that's just my opinion. You guys might have your own opinions. But please let me know down in the comments which hybrid is your favorite. Indominus Rex, Scorpios Rex, or Indoraptor. Now, other comparisons real quick. Here we have Blue the Velociraptor, which has been lucky enough, I guess, lucky enough to face off against all three of these hybrids. She's fought the Indominus Rex in Jurassic World, Indoraptor in Fallen Kingdom, and the Scorpios Rex in Camp Cretaceous. And we'll take a look at some human figures. We'll use some of my Camp Cretaceous humans. Here we have Darius, Yaz, and Kenji. And for fun, we'll throw in Owen, which I'll just put him right here. So yeah, there we go. I could see this being a really cool, like, miniature toy movie story of having like a different variation of Chaos Effect where it has all three of these hybrids show up, which will be even more worse for the characters, even because there'd be 2 Scorpios Rexes, so that'd make it 4 hybrids, but technically 3 species wise. So yeah, that'll just about do for this review. I guess I wouldn't even call it a review, more like a hybrid comparison. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys again in the next one. Take care.